Hi all. I just wanted to wish you a very happy new year. Um, yeah, so I just wanted to say that whatever you got going on tonight, be safe, be humble, and be aware of your surroundings if you're going out drinking and that. I would like to read something out of my diary. I'm going to read it first and then explain it the best I can. So it goes like this. Equality is a concept that everyone is equal. But why is there different pay rates for different age categories in the workforce? Where's the equality in that? Why are there people in a nice warm house, but yet there are still homeless men and women on the streets of Britain? Where's the equality in that? We talk about diversity and equality, but some choose to ignore our voices. Where's the equality in that? Equality to me is a hollow word, an empty promise, because if there was equality, it would be a level playing field. The world I live in is systematically set up for neurotypical people. Navigating through this can be tricky. Not only do I seek to be recognised as equal, I ask to be seen as a person with the same rights as you. So, equality is a concept that everyone is equal, but why is there different pay rates for different age categories in the workforce? Well, everyone says, yeah, we're all equal and this and that. I don't understand why there is different age categories, different age rates of pay. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. Right? We bang on about equality, but yet a 16-year-old will get an 18-year-old will get a different pay rate of benefits, who also claims, say, universal credit, like myself. It's different. Okay, when I was 18, I was living at home. Right, so say if I was 32 and living at home, I'll still get a little bit more. That's, or if it was in a work environment, that would be better, because a 32-year-old, I know I'll never be a manager, but say I'm a 32-year-old retail assistant doing the cash, I'd get more money than the 18-year-old standing next to me. That doesn't make sense to me. So the next bit I'm going to talk about, why are there people in a nice warm house, but yet there are still homeless men and women on the streets of Britain? Well, I was homeless, right, for 2 years before I got my place on West Hill. And I just could not get a place, right? I just could not get a place. I tried so hard. I was living 2 years on the streets, right? And yet someone who had a greater cause in someone else's eyes, the council's eyes, was better off than I was. Do you know what I mean? I had no friend. Well, I had some friends that put me up. I had no money, no family. The family members kicked me out. Because they thought I was doing drugs. I didn't do drugs until I was homeless. I wasn't doing drugs when I was living at my mum's. I wasn't doing that. It wasn't until I was homeless. And that's when I did drugs. That's how I started doing drugs. And I think the housing situation was terrible because there are developments for retail, but yet there were no houses for the homeless people. And it's just ridiculous, the housing situation. You know, I had, where I'm living now, I had me, my wife, and 3 children at the time. And there was a girl that lived here who had 1 child, right? And she got moved. She was living here for 6 months, and she got moved out. We were living here for about 4 or 5 years at the time. We had 3 children, 1 bedroom, 1 living room, 1 toilet, 1 kitchen. Between all of us, there's no equality in that. We talk about diversity and equality, but some choose to ignore our voices. Where's the equality in that? See, that's quite confusing for me, because everyone talks about their own rights and diversity, whether it be your sexuality, your nationality, your ethnicity, you know. In my case, my autism, you know, for years I thought I was ethnically challenged, and I used to bang on about my diversity, but yet I still wanted equality. It's just, to me, that's like the North Pole and the South Pole trying to be like, yeah, we're going to skip past every continent and smush together, you know. You know, yes, we have diversity in this country and it's celebrated, but we also want equality, and that's also celebrated. So it's like 2 separate things. And I feel like if one person talks about diversity, like say if I talk about my ethnicity to someone, they're like, okay. But then when I talk about equality to someone of my background with my autism, it's a no-go. It's straight out the window. No one wants to talk about it, you know, and it's quite a confusing place. Equality to me is a hollow word, an empty promise, because if there was equality, it would be a level playing field. The world I live in is systematically set up for a neurotypical person. Navigating this can be tricky. Not only do I seek to be recognised as equal, I ask to be seen as a person with the same rights as you. So I think I kind of answered my previous question about what I was talking about, diversity and equality. But to me, I feel equality is such an overused word. Like, oh yeah, we're all equal, we're all that, right? You know, but are we? Why is it that a 32-year-old cashier, man, woman, whoever, gets paid more than an 18-year-old for just doing the same thing, scanning items, putting money in the till, putting the items in the bag? You know, there's no equality really systematically if you look at it, really. You know, for me, I'm navigating through a neurotypical world, and it is like, it's just mental. I mean, yes, not yesterday, the day before, right? So I'm travelling, got my backpack on, with my little badges saying I'm autistic and I'm proud and that. And I assume there was these people who asked this trained person were neurotypical, all of them were neurotypical, and they asked all their questions and this and that. Where can I get this train? Where can I get that train? And there was 5 different people. I got to, where do I get to train to Dartford? Wait a minute, wait a minute. This lady said, the train conductor said, wait a minute, wait a minute. And I'm thinking, but you've just spoke to 5 people before you spoke to me, and now you're telling me to wait. Why didn't you tell these people to wait? And she clearly saw my badges on my back, at least twice. Right? I'm not going to wait around. I've got a train to catch. You know, I find it stressful looking at boards, because you've got to go through all the boards, platform 1, platform 2, platform 3, platform 4. I had to asphalt about all around London, do you know what I mean? Trying to get to back home when I just want to get home. You know, and that's what I mean. That's just a simple, neurotypical navigation. You know, a normal person, and sorry, I need to correct myself there. A neurotypical person would just look at the boards. I go straight to the first person and see, where do I get this train? And to be, the way she come across was, her job was more important than helping out that last person. I wasn't even going to take 5 minutes of her time. I just wanted to get home. You know, navigating through a new neurotypical world, it's hard. It's very, very hard. You know, as much as I enjoy my train journeys, looking out the window and that, I forget sometimes that I am autistic, and it only comes to me, I kind of wake up and I'm like, when I step off the train in London, and all these people were like rushing around, scuttling around, and I get so overwhelmed, and I just want to shout. I just want to go, ah, and just explode. But, you know, in London, everyone's so bloody paranoid about, oh my God, you know, is that, you know, I don't think I'm allowed to say it on YouTube, but, you know, I mean, I've been stopped a few times in London, to and fro with a bag, because the police thought I was a terrorist. And, you know, I've had that all my life, you know, and I can't even blow a balloon up. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to finish that sentence because I think YouTube won't appreciate it. But, you know, like, there is no equality sometimes. You know, I feel that. that's why I say, where did I write it? Equality to me is a hollow word, you know. And I've been stopped by Caucasian police, Afro-Caribbean police, Asian police, Chinese police, you know, and all right, I can see where they're coming from. I look nervous. I am nervous. I am jittery. I don't want to be around 101 people getting in the way, trying to travel, you know. And getting in your way and like barging you out of the way, giving you the shoulder, and, you know, stressful. And then I've got a tiny little dog under my arm, and you've got some see you next Tuesday go, oh, that's a nice little dog. And before I can even say, please don't touch my dog, she'll bite, they've already stroked her. Now, if I had a Rottweiler going on the tube, you won't touch a 10-stone male Rottweiler, would you? No. You'd be like, back off. Don't touch her. Do you know what I mean? She's stressed as it is. But, you know, that's also part of the navigation bit as well. When I say I live in a systematically, the world I live in is systematically set up for neurotypical person, because, you know, when people go straight for the kill and stroke my dog, it's like, stop. That's my space. I don't go up to you and start stroking your hair, because, you know, I'd get done for that, you know, and I feel like my space is being invaded, you know, and it is really, you know, I just want to travel from one destination to my next destination without any hassle. And then the dog starts squealing and expecting every other person to stroke her. And it's a pain. It's a bloody pain. You know, I can't deal with that. But well, I hope you have a wonderful evening. Whatever you're doing, stay safe in New Year's Eve. I hope you get to see this video, and yeah, stay safe. Peace.